And here's to the people that don't drink or imbibe during their craft. Here's to you. I've done it on certain occasions. Your official alcoholics are. He's not even drinking water, man.
No.
He's not even drinking water.
No. I don't drink or do anything while I'm working on our.
And how cool is that, guys? Some people need to. That's why he gets the Hogwarts. He gets the Hogwarts class. You know what? I have one, maybe two, sometimes to get into it. Not all the time. Because abstinence is also really cool. And if you guys can do that, that's awesome. I'll smoke, and that's it. Just letting you know. And that's really cool. So I kind of understand that. It's cool to keep it in check. Look at all the work we got to do. Got to stay strong and healthy. And he's working on something. We're going to zoom in on this. Guys, thank you for being here. This is all wonderful stuff. Thanks for letting me introduce Marcus. So, anyway, so now, where do we go from this? That's what sold me, and that's why I go, hey, man, what if he just did a Tyler Hoechlin, but, with glasses and, our version and the war version, etc. That's what's getting on, and the gangster version. That's what we're getting onto. Let's see, how's my framing? It's so hard to see. No, I used to have a camera. We'll get back to that. So here, we're going to take a quick pause and get to the next chapter.
Including bending a metal bat into an S.
And welcome to the Metropolis Minute. We're here today with Marcus Muller. Right? I always say Mueller, like in Boardwalk Empire. Guys, we're listening to, what is it called? Talking Smallville? Here's our broadcast area. We might do some quick edits. We're going to be talking, featuring his work and doing a couple panels. Here, this is all in real time. From the pitch deck, we're going to be talking about James Gunn, too. First of all, the whole process is to introduce Mr. Muller as a storyboard artist. Oops, that's the pitch deck. You've seen this part of it. We're going to be discussing Tyler Hoechlin's role in Road to Purgatory. Okay, and we're going to do one panel from this today in front of you. Well, just one as a drawing. Rory. Wait, here's the whoop 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 for Rory. Here's the silence you see in your sleep. No, we're not going to exterminate. You know what that's for. Okay, hang on one second. Again, this is real time. I'm just going very quick. I want this is. No, well, this is all out there. This is all out there. But here we go. Here's my one panel. You know about Charlie Harper. The Avengers you see how they're protecting it? And who's this? Who's this crazy guy? We love you, James Gunn. Here's why we love James Gunn. Goes way back to the Dive Hard days. Hang on one second. I'm going to have you hold that. It goes back to the Dive Hard days and Groot holding the Dive Hard heart. That's how far back. That's why James Gunn. Okay, we're going to talk about... All right, we're jumping to Marcus. Who are you? What are you about? No, yeah, let's put him on the spot. Marcus is going to show some of his brilliant work. Why don't we come and do that over here? And we're going to set up. I'm going to pause this the next second. Okay, the Kid Eternity thing. Okay, yeah, you know what, guys? And here's why. It's not just working on something like a house. Because as artists and artists, you know emotionally that we go into it. I worked really hard for this. And... I gave it up to James because there's the sign. I got mine. No, you don't have to sign it. Wait. Okay. So this is all, and I'm letting him go away with this. The next person that gets it after Marcus, this is gorgeous. The inside of it. Wait, I'm going to show you a secret in a second, Marcus. That's going to be off. It's a 3D secret. Okay. It's a 3D secret. It'll blow his mind. All right, that's what we're giving it up to James Gunn because, okay, it's not just Don bought the whole series, whatever the signed comic. No, and then I went on and showed you that this is actually Shazam and Superman and the Secret Origins, and that's what's going on with all of it. James, take it all. We need your help for putting it here. Where does Smallville fall into all of this? The animated series? I don't know. Do they say, Don, we love Marcus's stuff, let's go that way? I'm not taking that away from Tom. I want, here's the whole point, here's the end game. Luther Corp says must get, franchise. And we've got that. The whole Smallville cast is coming in here. And because of that, I gave that up to James to make it easier to say, please give us whatever we got to do, or cross-licensing, etc. Right? So that's what's going on with the Kid Eternity segment. And don't forget, well, we promised you a panel, so we're getting prepped to do that. Of 2 people. Again, this is not, let's go to the state fair, eat good corn cob, and, no, this is a storyboard, but still, we're taking it, and I'm going to describe quickly. Okay, I'm not describing a scene in here. I could easily do that. We're going to save it because it's, it's a big day. We've done a lot already. Again, make sure you're looking at the Amblin Entertainment version of the Hyperscript. There's a reason it's scrambled, because it's too late for red scripting, but, we're keeping it. Look at this. Oh, look, it's so delicious. What is this? I ate these as a child.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. No, just whatever.
Good fiber.
Yeah, my random tools in there.
The tools of the trade. It'll be okay upside down. Now, on that same show, Bill Jackson, Dirty Dragon, he used to talk about and do a sketch right away. Well, that you could look it up. But we're doing that. What Marcus is going to do, I've asked him for 2 things. Let's have a Tyler Hoechlin. Where's that one panel? He put it away. A Tyler Hoechlin, like as a war guy coming back from war, or with a gangster hat on, his choice.
I like the gangster one.
Okay, let's do that.
How you're going to see him throughout most of the movie. Right?
That's right. And then we're going to a quick shot of Michael Sullivan with his Road to Perdition famous hat on. Where's the hat for inspiration? I was actually wearing it for the broadcast, and you'll get to see some of Mr. Muller's work at the very end of this. Boy, where is that hat? The Dragon Lives, guys. Here's the hat. Here it is. And where's the hat? It's on the dragon. So this is really the hats. I've chosen Stetson. So for ease of use, actually, that's my should never be upside down. It's my grandfather did that cross. Happy Veterans Day. You can use that for a reference for the hat, because that's the kind of Michael Sullivan style. Yeah, then Elliot Ness. You can even wear it if you want to.
So we'll just.
Do you have a Stetson of your own?
Oh, I don't. I'm not a big hat guy.
Let's see if this Stetson fits. Stetson. Oh, he's right on.
Wait, you want me to put this?
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Does it fit? You can keep it. That's the Charlie Harper version. That's cool. That's how it should be. There you go. Now you got an artist hat, the whole thing. Look, I got my framies. Then I can be like Hugh Grant in the blinky-eyed stuttering boy. Actually.
So Don, what would you like me to illustrate?
Let's go, Tyler. Let's do a Tyler.
So we'll just do like we'll just kind of block this off a little bit. We'll just do like a small one.
And this is a mechanical pencil?
Yeah, that's usually what I work with. They're easy to sharpen and whatnot. So we'll just kind of like, we'll do some, I got reference pulled up for them, just to kind of keep it a little bit accurate. Just kind of sketch out the face. You just kind of want to get like your basic kind of like construction down, just to keep the anatomy down.
Look how quick he's going, guys. And we do this at state fairs, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings for like $5 million, or is it $6 million?
Don, as you know, it will give him like a little bit of a trench coat, right?
This looks cool already.
It's going to be like a gangster thing. And then, Don, as you know, my background is comic book art, so I'll have to do commissions and stuff fairly quickly when I'm tabling at conventions too.
Right. No autographs, $2 million per movie, or a signing, right? It's a signing.
Yeah.
No, guys, really, we're going to have a preview just after this of a short sampling. It is out there on, DeviantArt?
I got a few random things. I haven't really kept up on.
We'll put the links.
Of a website of any sorts lately. And then, my art style's a little bit on the animated side with heavily detailed backgrounds.
I noticed some Ralph Bakshi in your work. Have you been influenced by him?
Not so much that. I just have like wide range of like kind of like animated influences and whatnot.
You mentioned a few people before. I know you mentioned Grant Morrison.
Yeah, it's in terms of like writers I follow and for comic book work. For artwork, I would say like, you know, you may be familiar with like Katsuhiro Otomo,
Okay.
behind, you know, the illustrator of Akira and whatnot.
Who influenced you the most, like not growing up, but like right, you know, today, the last 10 years? Who would you say, you know what, I've adopted my style too?
I would say maybe like Jeff Matsuda, if you're familiar with like animation. He's like a character designer.
Cowboy Bebop?
I mean, I like Cowboy Bebop. That's more like anime though. But I have like American animation.
What was Jeff Matsuda?
He worked on like Jackie Chan Adventures, a lot of like Sony animation. You know, he was like one of their big.
I'll have to check it out because I have heard the name before.
Artists.
Man, you've really been doing this for years. I know that you said since you, as a child, you were doing Superman quickly.
Yes. I basically, when I was growing up, I'd pick up and read like anything I could find. I was so kind of obsessed with comics. Don, what kind of hat were you saying he had?
So we're gonna look at
a little bit. Like this one.
The standard. Here's the road to.
Set this down, and then once we kind of get that in
Yeah,
place.
you want? I'll do this. You can.
No, I got it. Once we get this in place, then I'll kind of tighten things up with like a heavier.
That's crazy.
Like a heavier pencil.
You know, I mean, and the hats are important too because, again, of the three tenets, and this remains for every production. I've shared this with Marcus, that, you know, too, the preserve, enhance, futurize. Okay, we're doing all that here. The entire part of this process is to show you the speed of a storyboard. Yeah, he's going quickly for this, of course, taking his time.
Obviously, for storyboards, the bulk of those things, like, you don't need them like super detailed. It's
no, it's right. That's, but it gets that. But you see, it's okay. My process, and I've described this before. I'm sharing some of this real quick for the first time. The seamless seam. Okay, that's the overall description of it. Mr. Spielberg calls it if it's not on the page, it's not on the stage. This entire production is being preserved in its entirety, page to stage, with the hyperscript part included. This is the next evolution of that. But you see, just as the playlist, here's the reveal, just as the playlist from emotion to motion. From emotion, the whole cast has been fed that diet of all those playlists. That is the backroom culture of this. This is the next level of it because now it's Marcus's storyboard vision, his instant one take vision. Do you see what we're doing here, guys? His one take vision of this is what I see. This is what I see. Okay, I'm the writer and director. This is what I saw as the writer. This is what I need to see as the director. This is what he's seeing. But you see, to keep it the seamless seam, it's this beautiful, intimate process like this, and this is what I'm sharing. Back to Marcus.
And then, and then I can change things pretty quickly too on the fly. Whenever flexible with whatever.
But this is so gorgeous already, you see, and thank you for letting me explain all that process. Thank everyone for being part of this. You know, this is going really, really quickly. And this helps it to go quicker. And again, the whole point of this is for everyone to have a great time and feel free to do their part. The huge part of this is, you know, schmuck insurance aside, the characters, aside from my developing them, the characters are developed in and amongst the cast. Look at, you know, it comes a stopping point. We don't want to overdo Hollywood. Oh, but seriously. But that's what's happening with these productions. Thanks for being here. Let's check in on them. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, this might even be a little bit tighter than what we need for it, but
can I show them?
We just need to kind of.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And for the sake of storyboards, a lot of that stuff needs to be done fairly quickly. Too.
Oh, this is gorgeous. No, to me, that's done. That's gone. That's done. That's what.
Honestly, I feel like you don't need to go too much further because mostly you just want to kind of convey like the blocking of the scene.
But as opposed to, and you can go back earlier, and it's going to be the same broadcast as I edit this, and the intricacy that he's talking about with those Joan of Arc style bricks, that every brick is, it just blows my mind. How long did that take you?
I mean, some of those pages, like I'm working on usually multiple ones at a time.
This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Oh, this is gorgeous. All right, Tyler.
I mean, that's just a quick one.
Now, what about those? I know that they came out as buttons, but what about, I really love, this reminds me of, you did like a series of Wolfman and Dracula.
Oh, yeah, that was, it was just kind of like, you know, I like a lot of those classic horror movies, so it was just like some pieces of artwork.
There's not like a full storyline?
No.
Oh, that's just gorgeous.
That was
That's even cooler.
At conventions and whatnot, you know.
That's super
Just printing those.
Dude, I can't wait to see. Well, all the links are going to be in the description, guys, for all his work. All right, we're going to wrap it up with that. Tom, you're going to have to wait. You know what? You know he's got you. Guys, thank you for being here. Here's a quick shout out to everyone here. Thanks for being here. Let's take it to the next level. We're going to work it out. We're digging in live because these are awesome conversations. Okay, we're gonna back to Marcus. We're gonna dig in. First of all, look at all this. What it leads to. Letting you know here. I'm gonna come on camera so we can go up. Let's see. Does that help see us both on screen? I don't know. Well, we got to. It's important because it's live. Here, let's get to a panel we can see and focus on. We're going to go right into these panels. Look at guys. Here's the bottom line. Tom Cruise is at Paramount and Warner Brothers. So are we. I'm respecting all writers. I am the writer. He's my storyboard artist, and come what may. But that's what's going on. And there's a reason for it. There's another artist in these gorgeous pages. Can you see this on camera? Let's see. Okay. You're seeing parts of it. It's this gorgeous samurai. Hang on a second. You can see the intricate details. And why I chose Marcus is his instant Eisner style framing. Look, okay. Also this too, and this is going to come into the Forever Friends production. But any style that I could imagine, he's got. But his intricacy, when I say organic, his organic intricacy of framing. Okay, what we see in a frame, and we're going to see a sketch of this here. It's amazing. And these are all also too. He's written some of these, and there's just lots of things to explore. Okay, we're going to talk about Kid Eternity in a second. Are you kidding me? But okay, not to deny, we're giving it up for writers. Grant Morrison. Okay, this is incredible. I can't look at it too long. No, well, it's so gorgeous.
Unfortunately, I can't show you some of the stuff I'm working on currently.
Can we see that very first panel? Because it's Veterans Day.
Yeah. Let me
just for veterans. Oh my God! Don't even show me that.
We'll go with that. I'll show you two of the pages. This is the opening. It's going to have the credits down here, kind of like cinema style. We're going to have like kind of the writer's name there, artist name there, colorist.
Oh, and these are paratroopers.
Yeah.
What kind of plane is it?
I forgot what it was. I got reference for it.
This is gorgeous. Oh my God, dude.
But then that's about the extent of I can show you. I feel if I show you any more, I might get in trouble with my writer. But.
No, we're not going to do it. And because of that, but okay, here, you shared a panel. Here's a panel, okay? Here's one of our panels. Because of this, and because of this sharing, here's the nice segue. I gave up Kid Eternity to James Gunn. When I say I gave up, I'm at the level of super blinds now, okay? And also at the level of schmuck insurance. You can keep the schmuck insurance. Look, all of these things were DC Vertigo, okay? I've got the chain of title. Let's see, I had it out here. The chain of title, here's the Vision of the Wolf Pack. Oh, here's the Bears. Hang on one second, I think I'm going to give this as a gift. Okay. I'm going to give this as a gift. I'm cool. I'm giving gifts. Here's what else I gave him. Again, don't forget, this is the inauguration of the Metropolis Minute. This actually came from Metropolis, and it's yours now. In good health. Whatever you want to put in there. Tyler Hoechlin says so. Look we're celebrating writers. I know, Don, isn't that crazy? Here we go. Here's the chain of title breakdown. Okay, you see? DreamWorks, Paramount. It's back there and solved. Great, no problem. That's why we're writing the IP on it. Okay, but still, I got in a lot of trouble in director's jail, etc., etc. But it's not that, James. I'm not stealing your Superman. But guess what? After that, this is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. This is why those all the playlists. This is why I'm weaving in the Smallville cast. You see, again, they've got Carol Kirshner and Paramount and Amblin and have known the very detailed plans of this. And again, here, you see, for Amblin Entertainment, all there, and we're going forward with the storyboards. So back to those same storyboards, but again, you get this panel, there you go, too. Don't say I never gave you nothing, kid. No, Marcus, thank you so much. Look at, now, what about this, let's look at the other panel. Okay. What really sold me on this man, okay, was this, dude. I'm begging, like I had not a back sheet. Who was
this is just the line work for you.
Oh my God, this is so gorgeous, and the colors are out there.
You're a little off. Huh?
Oh, is it?
There you go.
No, here.
There we go. That's a better.
Can you see? No, that's good. No, that really helps because I don't see it here.
Hold on. There we go.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
There we go, Don. But there was a full colored one you saw.
And I'll do that. I got a review of some of your covers that you'll see in pre-approved.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And I'll put that in as a review at the end of this. All in the same broadcast of the Metropolis Minute. Not only that, there was a special concert before you came here, sir. No, because they loved it. And here, we'll get it out. I did Save Me. They loved it by Remy Zero.
I'll see you.